I've been saying it for a hot minute, but especially after episode 11, Shangri-La Frontier has proven itself to be the video game anime we all want to play. Because even if you don't know all that much about video games, maybe you're not really a gamer, but you find this to be a fun show to watch, they do a good enough job at showing you terminology and things to make it easy to digest so you understand, but it never feels like invasive, like, oh, here, now we're explaining what role-playing is, let's stop the episode and explain it to the viewer. No, it's just a little subtitle or just a little message on screen just so you can be caught up. But the thing that makes this so good is that the thing that always feels a little disappointing, if not majorly disappointing for me, is that we're in these VRs that are apparently so complex. We can touch, we can feel, hell, we can eat food and it feels like we're actually eating a cheeseburger in a video game. That's all well and good. But the thing for me, especially as someone who's studied and worked on game design and development, the thing is that when you have the idea in your head that VR allows you to completely manipulate the world as if it's real, think about it. Someone walks into your kitchen, they pick up a cup, and then they drop it and it shatters. You no longer are going to be able to make coffee with said cup. Doesn't seem like that interesting of a concept, but think about that. But apply it to a video game world. The unique scenarios that a player can do that can change not only the characters you interact with in terms of NPCs, but also unique monsters, unique events, unique scenarios in general, but most importantly, look at the game that just won Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3. If you want to get places by stacking 15 million crates up or like 30 crates up to do like a jump teleport to get to a location, you bet your ass you can do that. The idea of being able to do things in the way that you want, using the mechanics at play, but really almost having unlimited freedom, this is why it's so unique. And the moment when he gets his, ascending moment with the chief here, he basically picks up his hammers, blacksmithing equipment, and ascends the weapons to be completely their best form. The way he got that, I guarantee you no one's ever had this happen other than Sunraku. And it's not just simply because not many people have gotten to this city, it's because the exact scenario and the way he talked to this character, he wasn't limited by a pre-programmed conversation tree, a dialogue tree. No, Sunraku learned from how he interacted with this character and adjusted accordingly. And this is why this is the video game anime we all want to play, because VR isn't to this level in our own world, and while certain games like a Baldur's Gate 3 do allow you to really choose your own adventure, it still doesn't have the exact same level of immersion as something like this because we can't touch, we can't smell, we can't taste. But goddamn, if video games get to this point in my lifetime, I'm probably gonna die with a VR headset strapped on me because I ain't getting out of that bed. I'm going to be just sucked into these worlds. What a fantastic episode. Full live reaction over on my Patreon if you would like to see my full uncut thoughts as I watch episode 11. It's over there if you're interested. Now, this episode and this show in general is just getting better and better. I think I've been saying it probably for at least the 5 or 6 episodes, but like, if this show was winding down and we only had 1 or 2 episodes left, I probably would be more salty than a lot of shows that have ended recently just because this show has clicked with me as a gamer harder than any other video game based anime. And I'm talking like solely video game based anime. I do love Bofuri. I do love King's Avatar and stuff. Like those series I really, really enjoy and put them up there as some of my personal favorites with this. But Shangri-La Frontier takes the crown. It is the king 100% for me, and I'm not changing my opinion. So what we ended last week with was kind of the freak out from our best pal Mew, who's like, you know what, you're an idiot. I'm gonna go talk to Dad. And Dad is pretty visibly like, bro, you're gonna die. And I think it's interesting because I guess I was kind of initially assuming because of everything Sunraku's done, he would just naturally help him, like train him or give him a weapon or something. But instead, no, it's like, you're gonna get yourself killed. I expected better of my prodigy in the making here. Like, you should value your life. It's okay to die mindlessly fighting a coliseum here, but that's just stupid. Like, there's clearly a lot of history with this undead soldier. And I love the idea that he does it with respect and honor about how, like, we're not just going to go in to die, we're going to use everything at our power, please help us, this, that, and the third. And I like the idea of the forge scene, because it's not overly flashy. There is this, like, little spark element. Kind of looks like Doctor Strange, like when he summons his rings or whatever, or the like spiritual circles, whatever you want to call those things. It like has like 3 or 4 of those that like spark up every time he swings his hammer. But I think what made it such a powerful theme is the mood lighting is perfect, so it's a dim scene, but the forge flame is kind of keeping it almost like a sunset-ish vibe. It's in that area. Everyone's pretty much just standing back, not really talking too much. and he's just swinging that hammer slowly but surely, and then he starts singing this chant, this song. What made this so good is often when you have anime songs being sung by at least the character in question, it's not always the voice actor singing it, but that's how they direct it. It's like the character themselves are singing. What they did was, he didn't sound bad, but he didn't sound professional either. He sounded like an average dude, an average dad, belting out this ancient classic song as he's helping you win the science fair. In this case, it's hopefully win against a unique boss that is going to absolutely destroy us if we not only don't level up, but don't level up to the point that we can use these amazing magical endgame boss-like weapons. And just the longer it went on, the more I was like, it kind of felt like a sea chanty in a way. It was just incredibly powerful, incredibly moving, and the blades look incredible. These are the types of weapons that you roll up into New Game Plus with after beating the final boss, and you're just absolutely stomping on all the poor little critters that are trying to... Initially, they used to piss you off in the beginning of the game, but now you're just sideswiping them. Like the idea that it's a dual wield, where basically, like, if you only use the one, like, pretty much criticals are just going to start draining your health, but the other one kind of balances it out, so you get, like, all the benefits without really the negativity. But unfortunately, he needs to be about level 50 to use them by the looks of it. And, well, that's kind of like a bummer, you know, you get these amazing weapons. We've all been there if we played video games. Oh, look at that cool weapon. Oh, I'm 10 levels under. I'm 20 levels under. And then, what do? Usually, at least for me anyway, I go grind that bitch out. I'm like, I'm not progressing this story until I use those cool new weapons. And then unfortunately, those weapons are so good, I'm just starting to wipe the floor with things if the game isn't designed to balance with the character as they level up. It's just so cool to see what they're able to accomplish. And I like the idea that we're kind of like, for the first time, because it's weird to think about, because I was like, no, like, Sunraku's fought with players before, but he's only fought up against other players trying to kill him with the aid of players. So this is the first time he's going to be going up and grinding levels with someone. And we have a fishing rod, which I'm going to assume it's not going to be fishing. It's going to be like, okay, we go fishing, and then we pull out a giant Gyarados or something, and then we fight that. Like, that's probably what's going to happen, but either way, such a good episode. Like, we learned so much. There's these like little funny moments that I was thinking he had a goddamn neck pillow on for most of that conversation because I didn't see our curl on his back. It just looked like a neck pillow, and I'm like, why does he have a neck pillow? Why are they not acknowledging, oh, it's her trying to blend in like a fashion statement? And man, the comedy, the action, the slice of life, but most importantly, this feels like a goddamn video game that is being interacted with as if it's you or me in a real world environment. It's absolutely incredible. My passion for the show, I doubt, is going to go away anytime soon because the way they're writing everything, the production is holding up strong. The music, so the song he sang, like I said, not really a professional song, but it felt like an old wise man. It felt like your dad belting out a sea chanty, and that's the perfect thing you want when daddy's trying to help you win your science fair, in this case for Sunraku, not get absolutely destroyed by the most unique boss that he's going to be fighting in a hot minute. But let me know what you thought down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're around here. Of course, ring that bell so you can get notified when I upload more Shangri-La to the channel, and like I mentioned, full live reaction over on my Patreon. Hey, while you're over there, you also get a video shout out. So today we have Refact 972, Michael Latham, Sleeping Knight, Uzix, Tamara Burt, Riptide, Callum Brestford, and Valeric. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care and have a good one.